Hi everyone, today we are taking a look at Angry Birds Rio, which is my favorite Angry Birds game out of the entirety of all of Angry Birds games. And this is not on the App Store anymore because Disney bought Fox and their family-friendly content, so they kind of, Angry Birds Rio, they kind of lost the license for this. So it's not on the App Store anymore, but I still have it, luckily. So we're going to talk about Angry Birds Rio and discuss all of the levels and chapters, so let's get to it. Anyways, we are going to start with Smuggler's Den. The first chapter of Rio 1 is called Smuggler's Den. It's based off the beginning of Rio 1, where Blue and Jewel have of course been captured, as we saw in the film, as we saw in the first film Rio. Blue and Jewel have been kidnapped by Nigel, an evil bird. So we got the Angry Birds here. All these birds have been kidnapped by Nigel and smugglers. So, in the Angry Birds version of game, in the Angry Birds game for Rio, what you do is you get the Angry Birds to save all the birds, including Blue and Jewel themselves. So what we're gonna do is save Blue and Jewel right now. As you saw in the corner, we have Blue and Jewel in the cage, and we just got the Angry Birds to free them. In the Smugglers in chapter, you get to free the birds, all the cage birds, with the Angry Birds by launching them in the air with the slingshot. The next chapter for the first Rio film is called Jungle Escape. And in this chapter, we have the Angry Birds fighting the marmoset monkeys from the first Rio film. And Jungle Escape has a final level. So the final level here is a boss fight of Nigel the Evil Cockatoo from the Rio films, who of course is the main villain of those films. And so in this game you have to fight him in a boss fight here for this level. And it's hard to get Nigel because he is flying all over the place, and you have to fight him. So as you can see by that unintentionally planned strategy, I did not expect to go in to fight Nigel. It was easy to beat him that way. I was not expecting it to go that way. But yeah, that's not the end of Nigel, because we're going to see him more in this video. Trust me when I say that. So the next chapter from Rio 1 is called Beach Volley, and it takes place in the Rio Beach. And we have the Angry Birds fighting the marmoset monkeys from the first Rio film. And we have a bunch of beach balls involved here as little details. We are going to have the Angry Birds fight these monkeys, just like how the birds in Rio did, of course. And we have Luis the Bulldog here. He's going to help us out. He moves left and right, fighting the marmoset monkeys. And only left and right because this is a 2D animation game, so yeah, you get what you get. So we're going to take down the rest of the monkeys here, and I'm going to showcase Blue and Jewel's ability. Blue and Jewel are chained together in some levels, and they are playable characters for a few levels. And I'm going to showcase their ability right now. You launch them and they do a dash attack. So, obviously, the Angry Birds took care of them, so anyways, we're just going to move on to the next chapter of the game. Carnival Uphill is based off of the Carnival from Rio, and Blue cannot fly and he's all on his own. So if we launch him now in the air and press the button, you can see he cannot fly. So now we have to fight Moro, the Monkey King, and this is honestly a very hard boss fight for me to do. This is honestly just so challenging, and he just launches Blue in the air. So now he is just jumping all over the place non-stop, and this is going to be so difficult, especially with those balloons in the way. Okay, so we got him finally. Finally got him. Now we're going to move on to the next chapter, Airfield Chase. So, Airfield Chase is the chapter where all the birds get kidnapped, but the Angry Birds have to free them, and you see some birds are on the plane, and we have to get them off the plane. And this will be very easy to accomplish. This is honestly a very easy level. You just do this and get red bird there. So yeah, easy peasy level. And we have the plane flying as well, which I think is a great detail. In fact, all the details that they put in Angry Birds Rio is fantastic, especially when basing it off the film itself, which I love. So that's it for that level. And now we are going to move on to Smuggler's Plane based off of the ending for Rio. So the Angry Birds and Smuggler's Plane have to free all the birds, of course, once again. And we are going to show you examples of that now. And, yep. As you can see, we have the final boss fight for Smuggler's Plane. And it's the final boss fight against Nigel, the evil cockatoo, who is the bad guy of the Rio films. So, we have a crazy boss fight here to ensue. We have a bunch of Angry Birds and a bunch of tools to help us take down Nigel. It's going to be very difficult and also very challenging as well. So, it's going to be a crazy boss fight. Oh, man. I was not kidding when I said that. So, we're going to have him have Angry Birds take down Nigel. And I finally did it after so many tries. And of course, as you can see, we're going to look at the following cutscene showcasing Nigel's defeat at the end of Rio, the first movie. Yeah, the audio gets cut out there. Sorry about that message. Yep, he deserved that. So next up we have Market Mayhem. Market Mayhem is actually based off a deleted scene from the first Rio movie. And in this fight, we get to fight Morrow the monkey again. We have Blue and Jewel here. So, this next chapter we have here is Market Mayhem, and it is based off a deleted scene from the first Rio movie, where Blue and Jewel and their friend Raphael were in a market, eating food. And I'm not going to show the deleted scene here. I recommend you look it up yourself on YouTube. And Blue and Jewel just got stuck right there. Hilarious. So we just took out Morrow already. So we're just going to take out the rest of the monkeys. Hopefully we are successful at doing so. And it looks like I am gonna win. So yeah. This is like not real connected to the movies. This is just like a deleted scene that Disney and Fox just cut out of the film. So Golden Beach Ball is the next chapter here, and it takes place in the Rio Beach. However, it looks a lot much nicer. It has like a golden sunset to it, which I think is really cool with the design of it. And so we have the Angry Birds fighting the marmosets, as well as the cage birds. And the cage birds are in some levels. I'm just doing the final level here for this video. If you don't mind, I'm just trying to make some good content here. And now we are taking a look at the levels based off of Rio 2. And we're going to start off with the first chapter, Rocket Rumble. Now, as you can see, so it's based off the beginning of Rio 2, where Blue, Jewel, their friends, and their kids are celebrating New Year's at nighttime with fireworks and whatnot. And we have the Angry Birds coming back, and we have the marmoset monkeys here. Now, the marmoset monkeys do not appear in Rio 2 at all, not even for like a brief cameo. So, but they're in the Angry Birds game because the Angry Birds gotta fight someone, so, yeah. And of course we have all these fireworks coming up at the end, which I think is really cool. So yeah, next up we're gonna move on to High Dive. Next up we are going to move on to the next chapter called High Dive. So High Dive is based off Rio 2. This is like probably during the montage of Blue, Jewel, their kids and their friends going to the Amazon jungle. This is basically based off their montage, like their journey going there, traveling there. We have the Angry Birds here, getting caged birds out of their cages, as you can see. I'm gonna try that again. Hold on a second. So yeah, we have a big explosion there. Yeah, I kind of have to get that last detonator. Okay, and now we have a big surprise coming our way. So yeah, Nigel has returned for Rio 2. A lot of people are upset about that and how it was executed, but I personally don't mind. But yeah, Nigel is back. As you can see, we had this evil laugh, Jermaine Clement's evil laugh from the films. They just put that in the game. I thought it was really cool. If you don't know who Jermaine Clement is, he played Nigel in the Rio films, or at least did the voice of. But you get the idea how it works. So anyways, we have Blossom River taking place with the birds, Blue Jewel, and like Angry Birds on the boats. They're taken to the Amazon jungle. We have the return of the marmoset monkeys once again for the billionth time, and we have to take them down. And we have Nigel there in the background. I do think it's cool how we got the nice setting. However, I do wish that we had Gabby the pink frog instead of the monk. I wish we had Gabby the pink frog as a boss fight here instead of the two monkeys. I thought that would have been interesting. I thought it would be interesting to see how that would be executed, having Gabby the frog in here. But no, Rovio got lazy. And now we're going to take down Nigel for the last time, take care of him, and then we'll take care of the other conflict. So long, evil cockatoo bird. That takes care of him. And now we have Timber Tumble. Now Timber Tumble here. It takes place in the Amazon jungle. We have the birds fighting these machines, taking down the forest, and we have the Angry Birds trying to help here as well. And Nigel was involved at the end of Rio 2 with the boss fight, the big boss, sort of. But we already took care of him. But in the Angry Birds game, we just took care of him, so he's obviously out of here. And we have the Angry Birds taken down, the monkeys here. Again, we gotta have the Angry Birds fight someone, so yeah. We have them out of the way. And we are going to take down the monkeys here. Yeah, I just love how they had the sound effects from the movies. I thought that was really clever. So that is it for the levels based off of Rio 1 and Rio 2. That's all we have. We do have some bonus stuff like Hidden Harbor. So all in all, Angry Birds Rio is a fun game. All in all, Angry Birds Rio is a fun game, and I highly recommend you play yourselves. As I said, it is not available on the App Store anymore due to Disney purchasing 20th Century Fox and all of their family-friendly content, so you'll have to find another way to find Angry Birds Rio and play it. However, since I already have it on my iPad, I am still able to play it forever and keep it on my iPad because it still works regardless. And I do think it is a great app overall. It is easily my favorite Angry Birds game of all of them, and it might be me coming off of being biased just because I love the Rio movies a lot. And yeah, I do love the Rio movies a lot. So it might be biased here for me to say this is my favorite Angry Birds game, but I don't care. And yeah, and even if And even though Blue Sky is gone, their legacy will still be cherished by people like me. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.